my name is Sylvia Mieszkowski. I'm Professor of British Literature at the University of Vienna. Have been so now for 2 years, and I'm excited to share some ideas about teaching which have come out of the experience I've had at various universities. The particular type of course I would like to talk about is a relatively small class. So we're talking about 20 people. Sometimes there might only be 12, sometimes there might be 25, but we're not talking about big lectures. These are interactive seminar type classes. Now, usually or very often, you would expect something like student talks, student presentations to be a big part of these type of classes. However, when I was a student, I was immensely bored by these student presentations, because it inevitably means that one person is active during a large part of the lesson and the rest is silent. And people get bored. And as a teacher, I have observed the exact same thing with my own students. You can see people's eyes glaze over in boredom after about 3.5 minutes of someone giving a presentation. So I thought, how can I change this? How can I change the dynamic of a class and ensure that a large amount of people, most of them, if possible, stay active, while not taking away the responsibility of one particular student to take up the burden of structuring a debate, of even designing the architecture of a class. So maybe I start with the beginning. When I think of a class, I think of a topic and I come up with a structure of this particular semester. I think of what needs to be provided as introduction. I think of what could be the best possible dramaturgy of the class, what could be the elements that need to be provided, where can I put in important didactic elements. So, for example, something on academic writing, something contemporary, something which is historically alien, go back into the past, bring up different perspectives. I always start with dedicating one full lesson, just telling my students about the thought behind this type of course. And I would tell them in great detail why I do the things I do, and what my hope is of the outcome, what the designated role they are supposed to play is. And of course they can ask questions. Sometimes they can even give input. If I haven't thought of a particular angle of a topic that early on in term, they can bring it and I can throw something out and put something else in. So I come with a fully worked out schedule, but there's a little bit of dynamics possible in the beginning. All right, so what's really important for this type of class that I call the specialist model is that 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 students working in a team have full responsibility for the bulk of one particular lesson. They come up with the plan of what it is they want to put an emphasis on. Now, with this plan, they move in a framework that I have already given them with the course schedule. I have already picked the texts, both the primary objects of analysis. This could be literary texts, it could be films, it could be TV series, it could be comics, whatever the cultural object of analysis is. But they are the ones who choose how much emphasis they're going to put on the different elements. They choose the sequence, they choose the topics of discussion.